Judges Corner is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the best online retailer for Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product, and gatheringmagic.com, your place to explore the game. Now it's time for Judges Corner.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching another episode of Judges Corner. Today we're going to be talking about all of the things we didn't know about for the new Mulligan scry rules. And we're even going to cover a few things that we didn't know we'd be covering. So sit back and enjoy. So if you haven't already watched it, I'd first recommend checking out our first video on the topic, where we discuss exactly what the new Mulligan scry rules are and how they're impacting Magic. First, I don't think I was clear enough on what scry means. Scry is an older term that was recently given evergreen status, meaning it'll become more commonplace in Magic sets. Scry N means look at the top N cards of your deck, where N is a specific number. For Mulligans, it's currently Scry 1. You may rearrange those cards in any order, either on top or the bottom of your library. For example, if you scry 3, you could leave 1 on top, and then the 2 other cards on the bottom, or all 3 cards on top of your library in any order, or all 3 on the bottom in any order, and so on and so forth, in any combination. If you mulligan and don't take advantage of your scry 1, you won't be able to later on. There's a new tournament shortcut, meaning if you forget to scry, it's assumed you simply left things as they were. But when is it missed? This may be more of a judgment call on a case-by-case basis. Your opponent can't rush ahead and force you to miss the scry, but you can't claim your opponent rushed ahead if you allowed them to advance. Waiting to see what all of their plays are for the turn and then claiming that they rushed you won't exactly fly. Consult with your local judge for these kinds of discrepancies. Finally, an interesting question I've seen asked a few times in Modern. Do I scry before playing Gemstone Cavern or a lane line, or do I put those into play before scrying with a mulligan? You'll complete all pregame procedures such as mulliganing, and of course subsequent scrying, before playing your ley lines or caverns, in active player and non-active player order, meaning the first player will lay down theirs first. If you've been wondering about the implications for the new scry mulligans with Commander mulligans, well, then boy, do I have a shocking amount of information for you. Currently, the Commander mulligans do not include a scry 1 after mulliganing. But wait, I hear some of you yelling, Wizards of the Coast released rules stating that you do scry in Commander. Well, that's kinda right, due to a miscommunication between the Wizards of the Coast Rules Manager and the Commander Rules Committee. It was reported that scrying would be used, while later the Rules Committee for Commander, which Wizards follows for their official Commander rules, reported against that the scry rules would not be used in an article by Sheldon Menery. What does this mean for you? Well, changes are possibly coming to the Commander mulligans, but not during this rules update. In the article Sheldon wrote, which is linked below, he goes into detail on which potential changes could be made to the Commander mulligan rules. Do you like any of these ideas, or have any good ideas of your own? Let us know in the comments below. Keep in mind though that when we're playing a game of multiplayer Magic, that your first mulligan is always free. So that first mulligan is going to go from 7 to 7. And since we're talking about Commander mulligan rules, now is a good time to bring up a mistake in our older video. I mentioned that the first mulligan would be free from 7 to 7 to 6 to 5, and so on, because the multiplayer rules dictate that you do that with any game containing more than 2 players. However, it was brought to my attention long ago that the Commander mulligan rules supersede all other mulligan rules and modifications. So, in actuality, no matter the number of players, you always mulligan from 7 to 6 to 5, and so on. What does this all mean for you and your playgroup? Do whatever works best for you. If you all like getting 1 free mulligan in Commander, then keep on doing it. If you all want to try scrying, then go for it. Give it a try, and while you're at it, let the Rules Committee know what kind of mulligans you'd like to see, or are currently enjoying. So that concludes our episode. If you have any questions about this episode, or any other questions in general, you can always send us an email, leave us a comment below, send us something by carrier pigeon, whatever works for you. If you like this video, we'd really like it if you liked it. If you dislike this video, well, you can dislike it, but we'd really like it if you clicked on somebody else's YouTube video and disliked that. Just carry that rage with you. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, make sure to shuffle thoroughly, play at a reasonable pace, and have fun.